What's up, y'all? Game King City. I'm just here getting some exercise. It's Sunday, I'm trying to exercise my soul. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be going to church in a little bit. Yeah. So I want to talk about when I was in the coma in 2009. A lot of people don't know this. I used to sell a lot of drugs, cocaine, a lot of heroin. And what I did, I was up for days, man. And I started tripping, thinking, that my family were trying to get out, kill me, and everybody was against me. And then I started seeing these spirits, these like shadow people, dark people that blend in darkness were coming out. They were coming out, and they were like following me, And I'm like, what the fuck? And I would follow them, and then and when I was walking, I was thinking I was actually like seeing them, and then like a car was gonna hit me every time. My family had to stop me. I even jumped off the second floor of the house. Then I hit the floor, like I hit the ground. I was thinking I was Spider-Man. I'm not, like, this ain't no joke, for real. I'm thinking, I even tried to land like Spider-Man. When I land, I hurt myself. Then I ran when the dog was coming, and then I ended up in the neighbors, and it was just a crazy night experience. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I regret that. So, what happened with did so much drugs that it fried my brain. It fried my brain. It fried my, my heart, my kidneys, everything collapsed at the same time. So I was in a coma. I was in a coma for like 6 or 7 days. So I wasn't there, and it's crazy because, like I tell people, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people say, oh, a lot of people say death, you know what I mean? The Ripper, that in Spanish they call it La Muerte. She's the death. She's the one that shows you your childhood, your future, and everything before you walk to God. She shows you everything, When I experienced it, I had a lot to say, but she wouldn't talk to me, but she would like put it in my mind. So I was like, I couldn't see anything, I couldn't feel anything, I couldn't, but I can see myself and I can control myself. But I also saw, I saw my childhood, I saw my future, I saw my present, I saw people going to my funeral, like people crying. I'm like, it was something that I experienced, but it didn't happen like a flash, like a flash. I experienced every little thing, every little memory, every little thing that I had in my life. I experienced it like real life, The only difference, it was cloudy. It was kind of cloudy. It's like, I don't know if you ever put the shower on and it's so hot. And then like you're supposed to, because I like to take a shower in hot water. So when the hot water comes in, it's steaming. That's how it looked. It looked like that. I saw people marching in parades, and and I'm thinking like, who, I saw a lot of things that I can't explain, that you wouldn't believe me, and I can't say. I saw people's futures, like people's, when their time, I saw them, and that's why I live today with secrets. I live today. Why? Because I pay attention to everything. The water, the earth. If you don't work with the earth and the grass and mud, and you don't interact with them and love it like the way you love yourself, then you cannot be free. So you pay attention. I pay attention to numbers, stop signs, receipts. I pay attention to car number, everything I walk, the day I walk. So right now I saw number 4020. If you see that number, if you see it repeatedly throughout the day, let me see what number you. Cause remember, we all different signs from the stars. We're a sign from the stars, so and we all got our own sign. I'm a Libra. I'm an October. I'm an OVO baby. So I'm an energy child, and so y'all are energy, but in different ways. So if y'all can find yourself throughout the day. Why? Because the book is written. Everything's written. We have a big ass book this big. Got a big ass book. A big book that's written that we can't see. But you can maybe peek through it, through your book, by going throughout your day and pay attention to every little thing around you. You know, and remember, when you get to heaven, they judge you on good karma. They judged me on good karma, and they brought up a lot of stuff that I couldn't, And it was crazy. It was like I sat in front of like the government, but it was nothing but angels and different kind of people that passed and all that other stuff. You know, I don't call them angels because they didn't have wings, but I see people, the only difference I didn't see God, and God is the one that created everything. That's why they show a hand, because I didn't see him. I didn't get to see him. Why? Because I didn't make it to the other side. But I did experience another life, another dimension, another altered dimension. I woke up, but I couldn't see myself. I couldn't feel myself. And I was in a hospital. I woke up out of a hospital. Not a hospital. I woke up like inside a car, like a moving car. Like someone just got shot. And I was in their body. It was weird. But it probably was me. I didn't get to get up and see myself. I just remember meeting all kinds of people. And then crazy stuff was going on outside. There was some stuff that was going on outside that I didn't even know. I'm like, what's going on outside? And I'm like, they're telling me, don't panic. And this and that, like the shit. I'm like, look, I'm wondering why I'm here. I'm wondering what I'm doing here, Because I had this experience that I never had before. And everything kept flashing. And I'm like, man, I didn't even know I was like dead, So when I came out the coma, the doctors told me, God didn't give you a second chance. God gave you a second life. For a reason, you're back. You know what I mean? And I did it, So now I cherish this. And a lot of stuff that they don't teach in school, I know a lot of stuff that, that they don't teach. Like when I was back in school, they used to teach about slaves, how the black people and African came over here, about Mexico and about, Alamo and all that. I hear now that they don't even talk about that. And even in church, there's Christians and Catholics, and they believe in different things. I guess the Christian believe in, guess God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit at once. But remember, that's why they call it BC and AD. God sent Jesus. God sent a lot of multiple people. He probably didn't send you in this time. And you're probably the next saint, and you don't even know it. There's Saint Jude. There's Mary and Jesus. La Muerte. If y'all know her story. Who else is out there? There's a lot of different, different saints out there. Why? Because God, when He created Earth, He created, everything in the earth and everything in 7 days. He created everything in 7 days. But remember, we cannot see Him. So, but we know He's there. He's there. He created all this on the ground and from up and everything. So that people don't know. When you're walking right now, guess who's walking? You're not walking. God, you're walking through God. That's what I'm saying. So remember, we are the son, and we are the son and the sister of God. So Jesus was the son of Christ. He's the son of God. Same as Saint Jude and Mary and all them were saying. Why? They were saying before, during that time. What about this time? Who He sent now? So He's out here and we're trying to, remember, we live in a different time period. So a lot of people, don't say a lot of stuff like outside the Bible. They don't even preach that in church. A lot of them, if you read the last revolution, and that's why people get stopped and they're wondering like how, like they read the Bible and then they get confused when they get to the revolution or last revolution number 2. Why? There's like almost 80 something Bibles out there. And there's like maybe like 7 different devil, the devil Bible, and then there's La Muerte Bible, and then there's St. Jude's Bible. There's all different Bibles that were written after God's time and actually wrote it and actually wrote some of the shit down. So and they hide a lot of stuff. And even in the church, they hide. They don't say. Remember, they don't say. They want to make it seem like God, Jesus, was actually, God when He wasn't God. I'm talking about God that made everything, that made us, that controls us right now. That written He was the Son of God, like we are the Son of God. And we are the Son, actually Son, you're the sister of the God, of God. He actually was sent because that's what they call it BC, before Christ. That was God before God's time, before Jesus' time. See, that's why I even get confused, because why? Because they try to confuse me about, you know what I mean? God was Jesus, you know what I mean? They just had to say that, you know, and but man, I read other books, and then they're like, what the hell? Like, that's why I believe in, I have a lot of belief. So I am non-domination. I believe in everything. I believe in all kinds of stuff. So I believe in everything. I believe in aliens. I believe in chance, and I believe in luck, good luck, and bingo, and I believe in all that stuff. Everything happens for a reason. I believe in that. So that's what I'm saying. So, you know, it's crazy how these church out here, they don't say the right shit. They don't say everything. So people are confused. So remember, when you die, you're going to actually meet the death. You're actually going to meet the Ripper, you know, and she's going to show you. She ain't going to talk to you, but she's going to show you. And I got to meet her, you know, I got to meet her. And then, I never told a lot of people that, but a lot of people knew. So, for a reason, we are here for a reason. We all have our different times. Everything's all written. So, if it's time to go to jail, it's your time. You can't fight that. It's all written. Everything's written for us. I'm telling you, everything is written for us. Some people are written to get famous. Some people are not, or maybe not the time. But yeah, I want to thank y'all. I'll be making more videos and everything. Today's Sunday, and so we'll keep you up to date. I'll be getting some Bibles that's not Christian, not Catholic, not Muslim, not none of that. Non-domination, because we are non-domination. We believe in everything. You know what? I believe in plus. Why? Because God. If you believe in glitches, portals, and all that, you know what I mean? God, you know why? We live in a different dimension. Humans and different. You know, there's 60-something aliens. Now the government probably coming out with aliens. That were actual aliens. I experienced that, and I have that for another video. But yeah, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Remember, I am Game King City, and y'all are the next generation, y'all.